What sparked your interest in psychology, and which aspects of mental health are your greatest passion?
I have always been very, very interested in understanding why people behave the way they are, why they are feeling the way they are. That's why I pursue in psychology and then masters in counseling. Area that I'm very passionate in, I would say, is about trauma work, especially trauma that happened within the family or maybe in a relationship context. Yeah, and also a lot with the marginalized community, like the refugees, as asylum seeker. They have been through a lot of severe trauma. So that's my interest.
Tell us about your therapy approach and preferred modalities for patients with mental health challenges.
I think first of all, I don't address them as patient. Yeah, I address them as my client, because a lot of time maybe people have an idea that I need to be very severely ill with mental disorder, then only I seek for counseling. Actually, that's not the case. We need to see them as a human first. You're a human before you are your profession. You can be anyone with a lot of emotion, maybe anger, maybe very sad, very trapped, anyone. For example, people struggle with depression or anxiety or maybe trauma. A lot of it has to do with dysregulated emotion. I feel very sad, very depressed. And a lot of times these emotions, sometimes it's embedded in the family system. It could be most of the time, sometimes we try our best to not be our parents. For example, what we observe in a lot of family, we try our best to not be parents. But then I have a lot of parents come to me, I feel so trapped. I don't know why I'm becoming like my parents, whom I really don't want to be. Yeah. So they started to maybe hate themselves for doing that. And then, so that's generational pattern is something I look strongly into as well, to help them make sense of things and also come up with a new healthy pattern.
How do you ensure culturally sensitive care for our diverse patient population at Global Doctor Hospital?
I will say the answer would be similar with the previous question, be a human first, and be respectful. Be respectful and curious. So it doesn't matter where they are from. So in the past I have worked with people from many different countries, for example, Afghanistan, Somalia, and Myanmar. All of them have very different culture. So I think one thing that guided me all the time is be curious and be respectful. So when you are not sure if that is culturally acceptable, ask them. So don't assume, ask for clarification, and if we do see any incident that, you might accidentally offend them, ask them, apologize, and listen to them. So I believe that no matter how, maybe, let's say I'm a Chinese Malaysian, right?
Yeah.
I believe that not all Chinese Malaysians have the same culture, So even though we are from the same cultural background, Malaysia, Chinese, but we are still different. So don't assume, don't generalize, always be curious, be respectful. I think that's a very good guide for me.
How do you build trust with hesitant clients and establish a strong therapeutic with them?
Yeah, so my tips for them is always see them as the consultant. See them as the person who are the person who is very important to them. So don't come from the perspective of I'm the professional, I know it all, and you're wrong, you're doing this wrong. So I am here to correct you. So I think that creates a lot of power structure. So what I find it helpful is always come from a place of care. So just speak to them, hey, I think we are not really happy, and I think maybe you're struggling too. Can I help you in any way? Sometimes we say, I don't have problem, Then we talk to them. Sometimes it can be just, I am struggling. Can I ask you to help me come with me? Yeah, so see the good in them, see them as a consultant, tell them that, hey, I need your help because you're important to me. Then most of the time they come. So I try to do with a lot of clients too. So can make a call to your father and tell him that, I'm struggling with my mental health. I need your help. My therapist asked me to call you. Are you willing to come? Most of the time sometimes you'll be surprised. They just take leave and come directly. Yeah. So I think coming from the place of care, respect, and hear them out, I think that would be the, yeah.